All right, welcome back to the Getting Stronger vlog. Day one, pause bench, 215. Nothing to say. Bench has been locked in now. We're at the time of this recording 6 weeks out from our powerlifting meet. Will be the first time in probably almost 3 years by the time I actually hit the platform. SSB at 270. I've included the reps and the RPE for what I'm showing. Obviously, I do more in this day. I'm not gonna show side angles on lifts or multiple angles on lifts unless it's something that I personally want to look at. Unless you guys like that. Those couple of you that are watching these videos, if you want to see some accessory movements too, they seem kind of boring to me, but I can start throwing those in there as well. We will be ramping up the weight going forward. Day two bench 260. This 260, for in training and everything, I mean, it moves pretty good. I mean, considering that 260 was a third attempt probably at my last powerlifting meet. Not even that is just shows what a difference a couple years can make, even if you take some time off. Yeah, bench is locked in. Had a conversation with my coach Hani. We talked about a couple things to work on over the next couple weeks, and I'll talk more about that in next week's video. But this week is more about critiquing this. Deadlifts. They called for 270. I went 275 because I'm lazy and rather load the 25-pound plate than the 210s and the 2.5 on there. Side angle. I don't feel like my sumo deadlift is all that great, but Hani says that he likes the way they're coming along, so we'll stick with that and keep moving along. Right here we've got our show off bench. I'm probably supposed to be putting my feet on the bench, but as you can tell, I don't have any room to do such thing. So this is the exercise that I'm doing, an elevated bench press, which is fine. This is 205. Moving really good. I had to comment with Hani that I never felt like I was going to be a good bencher, and good is a relative term, but making the progress that I have, I'm really excited about pushing my bench actually for the first time almost ever. So these are the squats. I think I'm going to choke my stance down back a little bit because the comment was made to me from Hani that he doesn't think I'm hitting depth on a regular basis, which has never been a problem, but I've widened my stance out to try and straighten out my bar path, and he said, look, you're not going to ever have a perfect bar path. It's really not the big thing. I would much rather you hit depth and hit your weight than have a straight bar path, because that's not our criteria. So I'll probably tighten my stance up a little bit. And another thing that we talked about is maybe switching back to a heel shoe. But that will be after the meet. We're going to stick with the flats for now. I've only lifted a couple times in a heel shoe, so that'd be a good time to do it since my next powerlifting meet won't be until May. But right now we're going to stick with what we've got. Like I said, we're less than 6 weeks out, and I can tell. I think I'm like on the line on these reps right here as far as hitting depth, and I think a lot of that is just because I widen that stance out a lot more than I normally do. So like bar path looks great, but depth does not, and at the end of the day, depth is what I get counted for. Then we're going into the last day with the pause sumo deadlifts. This is at 350. I'm really excited to hit this. Grip hasn't been an issue since I started incorporating my heavy croc rows back in to my programming. I mean, grip looks solid right there where I was having grip issues before. And I mean, that bar is not going anywhere in my hand. Another thing that we're going to be working on is I'm just going to go switch to my mixed grip for the rest of my lifts, just to get used to that, because I could see what he was talking about, how the bar will kick out. Hani was saying practice with that grip more than you have been, because the bar has a problem. This is a shorter video because I kind of didn't want to fill it with just a bunch of filler stuff. Let me guys know what you think, and I'll see you guys next week, and keep getting stronger.